Welcome to Dutchess Her Dukes, a podcast where I interview New Yorkers who hustle really hard to pursue their dreams. I'm Dutchess, and these are my dukes. So I just wanted to say that I'm really looking forward to speaking with you because you're literally the reason this is all happening. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I remember we spoke about it that one day out.
But like it's, to me, like that's why I was like, fuck, I'm gonna wait 10 hours if needed for you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful that you really followed up on what you said that you were gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, say what you mean what you say.
But I'm gonna start with this. First off, Aespo is an amazing rapper from Brooklyn, but this is like a quick intro. I wanted to ask you, why do you think you're here today?
Why do you think I'm here? I mean, I feel like my music speaks for itself, my talent speaks for itself, you feel me? We connected back then, you know what I'm saying? You liked what you heard, and we just kept in contact, and yeah, I think it's time for people to hear me, man. I think it's time for your followers to hear me.
Yes.
Followers, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Yeah, and one piece of advice for everyone is that the way I heard your music was, we're hanging out. I was hanging out with Mike that night. It was like the first, like we met the day before. We're just like, or maybe like a few weeks before, and we're just like hanging out first time. And you come, and you started playing music on your speaker, and I'm like, what's this? Let me Shazam it. And you're like, that's me. I was like, what? I thought it was Little Dirk. And you're like, thank you. Yeah. And I think this is my word of advice for everyone. Like, you should play your music out loud in public. It's like the best way to promote yourself.
Man, that's what you gotta do. And that's, you know, the funny thing, Mikey was playing it. It was more Mikey idea. Cause I be feeling like, I don't know, as an artist, I don't know. Sometimes I'm not like the first person to go straight to my music. Like, people like, yo, play some music, and I straight play me. I feel like that's some like, I don't know, like kind of like some type of narcissistic type of feeling. You know what I'm saying? That comes off as that. So I don't never really do that automatically. So shout out to Mikey for even being like, yo, play your music, man. Nah, don't play anybody's music. Play your music.
I mean, huge shout out to Mikey in general. Like, in fact, like I wouldn't know you if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't know Trap Spade if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't know like these guys if it wasn't for Trap and like etc. So it's pretty beautiful. But I remember telling one of my girlfriends about this. She was like, he was playing his own music. I'm like, yeah. And that worked. It's really good.
I'm definitely taking that more. I'm taking more of an approach like that when I'm outside and I'm out and about. I'm like, fuck, let me just play my music. Let me go, niggas say play, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas always like my ear for music. So I got to go straight to my music instead of going to other artists. You know
and you know what, you said narcissistic, but I feel like as an artist, we're all narcissists a little bit, right? Like you have to be so arrogant
to a certain degree
to believe that your shit will, like, it's fire.
Most definitely, I agree with that though. But it's like, I be trying to find a gray area where it's like I'm coming off narcissistic, but I don't want to come off too narcissistic. I don't want you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, as an artist, you definitely do gotta be on top of your shit. But like,
I heard this statement once that some people, like, you think you're a piece of shit, but you're a piece of shit in the center of the universe. And that's how I feel as a writer. Like, oh my God, I'm terrible, but like, please pay attention to me anyway.
Yeah. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta find that balance.
So like, it's always doubt in some ways, but at the same time, you have to like be confident enough to show your work to the world.
Man, you gotta push your shit forward, man. Always push your shit forward, man. Don't hide that shit, man. Put it out there.
We're moving forward, right?
That's it, man. We're looking back, we're moving forward, man.
It's stuck in my head. Like, your last album, I've listened to it probably 5 or 6 times. And the song Hold Up Wait, like I showed it to you last summer. It was like one of the most played songs on my Apple Music. Like, because you know when you get
streams, most of it was coming from you?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, but like, you know when you get a summary at the end of the year, like what you were listening to the most, you were like number 4.
Type shit?
That's how much I like that song. And you know, I'm in comparison to you guys, like I'm an amateur, right? Like I've been listening to rap my entire life, but like I've only entered this like trap world, underground rap, and like trap world, thanks to you, by the way. Like last year, so I'm still like in the process of researching this shit. And I go by feeling, and that's something my dad taught me as a kid, that like, if you have an emotional reaction to art, that means it's fire. And I said on my Instagram the other day, like, if your art makes me like have goosebumps. And if I really respect your hustle, like I love your shit.
Shit like that, right? Shit like that. That's how I gotta be, though. Yeah, music is definitely a feeling. When I'm making my music, it definitely like I want the, if this makes sense on some like artistry shit, I want the beat to talk to me. I want the beat to tell me what I'm supposed to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm digging so much into the beat that it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's talking back to me as I'm, you know what I'm saying, creating my words, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I want, like, that's why some of my music, a lot of my music is like real flowy, you know what I'm saying? It goes right with the patterns of the beat, it goes with the 808s, it goes with the drums, like, I want the music to speak to me, you feel me? I want that shit to tell me what to put out there, you know what I'm saying?
Which is why I feel it in my body. It's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm big on that. I'm big on the feeling. It gotta be the feel, you feel me? The feeling of the music.
How do you find your beats?
How do I find it? I know a couple of producers out there, you know, I do the typical thing, you know what I'm saying, underground artists, YouTube, you put YouTube
Sure.
it up, you know what I'm saying, beat, what was the other shit?
I know the app.
Beatmasters.com,
Yeah.
all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
I know that one,
typical
yeah.
shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I go holler at my man, you know what I'm saying, my son Spade, Trap Spade. Trap Spade got that heat. If y'all in the New York City area, Tri-State area, if you worldwide, just go holler at Trap Spade, man. Cause he got, you know what I'm saying, that's really the go-to producer.
For sure.
The gang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw that there's another song on your album produced by someone else. The first song, I'm forgetting the producer's name. I think his name starts with a C.
See, was that Moving Forward?
Yeah.
I think it was Moving Forward.
Yeah. Who's that produced by?
I forgot
That wasn't
dude.
Spade.
That wasn't Spade. That was the dude that I met while I was in the city. I was in Washington Square Park, and yeah, like there was another instant where I was playing my music. He heard that I was an artist.
Really?
He was like, "Well, you do music? Oh, that shit is fire. I got beats. Let me let
Very
you get
cool.
it." And we exchanged joints. You know what I'm saying? He threw me something. I told him I'm gonna treat this shit with care. You know what I'm saying? And that shit made it to the intro. Moving Forward. That shit is on. It's been a while. New tape out right now.
Yeah, 2 months out.
It's been out for a couple months, man. I'm letting that shit naturally gravitate to everybody. Shit like that.
So how did this album come about? Like, when did you start working on it, and like, what was the creative process like?
How long I've been working on that? I was working on that shit like the top of last year, you know what I'm saying? Top of last year, 2023, yeah, top of last year. And I just felt like I ain't dropped a project in mad long. Like, I'm usually consistent with like yearly dropping at least a bunch of videos, a bunch of songs, or just like a cohesive project. And I just felt like 2023, it's been like, the last project I dropped before that was like 2020, 2019. But you know, COVID, everything fucked up, the world slowed down.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of inspiration wasn't there like that. So I just found myself like, damn, it's been like a couple years, I ain't dropped nothing. And I had songs in the stash mixed with some new ideas that I had, and meeting with new other artists that I'm clicking up with right now. We're putting shit together. I was like, yeah, it's been a while, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a flip to it too, because I've been doing music since I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my 30s now.
You're in
it's
your
like,
30s?
Yeah, I'm in my 30s. Yeah.
How old are you?
33.
No way.
Yeah,
I thought you were in your 20s. You look very
we
young.
make this shit look real good, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't stress. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We just
Yeah.
drink water.
37, baby.
Come on, man. Exactly. Come on, man. We in that, you know what I'm saying? We in that bracket, huh? We in that bracket.
Yeah, I'm like living my life.
Yeah, I just felt like it's been a while since I dropped a project. It's been a while since I dropped some music. So I was like, I'm gonna just title it, It's Been a While, man. And I've been doing this for a minute too, though, man. I'm really considered like, it's crazy now. Nowadays, people calling me OG, and it's like, damn, I'm not really like an OG, because I'm still, you feel me, a student of the game and shit like that. But yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
I gotta take responsibility, take accountability for who I am, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Own up to who I am,
So how did it all come together? Like, last year, Hold Up Wait, like in my mind was a hit, and now this year, the whole album I think is fire.
I appreciate that.
But like, did you create all these songs? So from the end of 2023 or whatever, and then like, what inspired the songs? Like, what was the creative process like?
Creative process, it was a lot of creative processes. Like I said, I met a lot of artists, some new artists over like COVID, during the COVID times. I was linking with new artists, putting my stuff out there, going to events, just, you know what I'm saying, mingling, just socializing, doing the, you know what I'm saying, stuff that artists supposed to do. And I felt like, yeah, most of the inspiration came from just like being out there daily, just daily experiences, you know what I'm saying? Like me just getting back out there, you know, during COVID, shit was slow, everybody was in the house, we're coming back out, new ideas,
For sure.
new mindset, all that, you know what I'm saying? So just the creativity just started coming back started flourishing.
I feel that. Like, I actually just wrote a short story, like, inspired literally by construction workers on my block who are working at night. Like, random,
Shit like that.
being
Yeah,
outside,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like,
The feel of it. You probably just right there.
The feeling,
Construction,
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
That's what it's about right there. And I feel like when you create from a feeling, like the feeling that you got right then and there, it should be timeless, man.
Yeah. Do you feel like you create mostly from like pain or happiness or both?
Both, because, you know what I'm saying? I go through a lot of emotions daily, you know what I'm saying? I be, from one day I be all the way up, I'll be all the way down, you know what I'm saying? Some days I struggle, It just comes from however I'm feeling that day type shit.
Yeah. Where's your name from? Like, I never asked you that before. Like, what's Ace-Po? Like,
Ace Po? Oh, yeah. So Ace Po really came from, my first artist name was Ace Polo. So when I was younger, teenage days, you know what I'm saying? If you do the math on 33 back then, there was a lot of polo. We was wearing a lot of polo back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I felt like, I just identified myself with Polo, Ace, Polo, kid. It just slid off the, you know what I'm saying? Rolled the tongue real right. And I wore a lot of polo back then, so it's really, Ace is like my street name. Like, everybody know me from that coming up. And I just put the polo in for the fashion.
Cool.
Yeah. But now I'm Ace Po. So I just cut the LO off. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Po,
dope.
just to, you know what I'm saying?
Where did you grow up in Brooklyn, by the way?
Downtown Brooklyn.
Downtown?
Downtown Brooklyn, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm from all over New York. At this point, I feel like I lived in every borough, you know what I'm saying? So, it's really straight up Brooklyn, but it's New York.
Have you lived in Queens, though?
Lived in Queens.
Yeah?
I literally lived in every borough besides Staten. But I got people's in Staten. So
Like, people will be saying that, like, Staten is now part of New York City. I feel like it's still...
Nah, niggas be trying to show on Staten. You gotta still show Staten love. Staten got some...
Wu-Tang is from Staten Island at the end of the day.
Man, come on, there's a lot of essence that come from out there. People just don't be going to tap in.
Yeah.
You gotta really go tap in over there. There's a lot of culture out there.
Yeah, for sure. And talk to me about your collective. I know that Deuce is part of it. I don't know if
Shout out my boy Deuce.
Yes, Deuce.
Yeah.
And what about Michi Bands? Is he
Michi
part
Bands,
of it?
Yeah, he part of it
and
too.
Wavy
Michi
Maliano?
Bands, Wavy Maliano.
Yeah.
Well, you tapped in the right way. That's
I
the
already
whole
know.
Steam
I
team.
did my research, right?
Come on, man, the right way.
No, I listened to them too, and they're on your album.
Yeah, they
of
all
course.
on the album. They all on the album.
Yeah.
Fire features, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Steam Team. That's pretty much the artist I was telling you about that I met up with during COVID, you know what I'm saying? Not really COVID. Wavy Maliano, we go back since teenagers, day one type shit. And Deuce and Meech is his peoples on his end. And we was all at Washington Square Park during COVID. It wasn't too much to do. We found a little meetup spot where we go all meet up at. And that was just our daily hangout. I met them. Me and Wavy started working a little bit more on music, heavier, you know what I'm saying? We always had a connection with music. And we just started working heavier. They was around. We found ourselves working daily. And we just said, fuck it, we're going to create a
Are you guys
team.
like, do you feel like you compete with each other? Is there like a level of competition? Because obviously everybody has their individual songs, but then you also come together. Like
Friendly competition where we on top of, you know what I'm saying? You hear some, I might hear some from Deuce and shit, like, oh damn, hold on, let me erase some balls. You know what I'm saying? Or Meech, you know what I'm saying? He got his different flows, or Wavy Maliano got his you know what I'm saying? His pain songs that be hitting different. So it's like, it's friendly competition, you know what I'm saying? It's more inspiration, but mixed in with, you know what I'm saying? It could get competitive, because this is a competitive thing right here.
Yeah.
It just come by naturally.
Yeah.
It ain't no, you know what I'm saying, no friendly fire or nothing like that.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm actually rewatching the show on Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know if you saw it on Hulu or whatever.
Yeah.
And the Reza, like before releasing their first album, the Reza told everybody like, you gotta act like you're like competing with each other. But obviously they were all a collective too in a way. But like every verse was done by a different person, and you feel like, you know, like they're amazing. They're all like just trying so hard, but they're not. It's like a friendly competition, I guess.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
It's one of those type of situations. Yeah. I feel like we definitely had those type of situations where, you know what I'm saying, we all in the same room and we creating, and somebody else going first, and he could come with super massive energy where it's like, oh, it may come off like, yo, yeah, this is what I got, what y'all got.
Yeah,
and it's like, now you take that in as, you know what I'm saying, inspiration. Like, oh, nah, let me see. This what you got? Let me see what I got. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we just put it together the right way.
Good. And speaking of the Washington Square Park, I know like you work really hard, and like I wanted to ask you about the hustles that you have. I know you have your brand and like other businesses.
Got my brand, you know what I'm saying? Very major.
Oh, very nice.
This is one of the first lines of it, very major. It's called So Major. Yeah. But we just playing off of everything major.
It's major.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like major. everything major, super major. You know what I'm saying? Just like.
Do you design it yourself?
Yeah, I design everything myself and shit. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Check it out.
Very
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
And where
Major
do you
hat.
make it?
I make it. It's all in house. It's all in house and shit.
Amazing.
Shout out to Wavy Maliano. He got the you know, like the press. The
press?
machine.
Yeah.
So I just go straight to him. You know what I'm saying? I make something in the crib, Photoshop, make a logo, whatever I'm inspired by. Go to Wavy. He got the machine. Go get some merch. Put it on. You know what I'm saying? Do the numbers. Do the added ups. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's a flip. Make sure it's a double up. And shit like that. Yeah.
I know. I grew up in the in this business. Like my dad had a clothing brand, so it's not easy. But if it hits, it hits.
Yeah, exactly. You got to go for the lowest threads, but you got to make sure they got good quality.
Yes,
you know
the fabric, right, and all that
you
stuff.
got to go for the nice fabric. Make sure it's good quality, the best price. You know what I'm saying? So you could get a good. You see some good residuals. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
See some good residuals.
The
but,
businessman talking right
that's
here.
Too, man. That's always for.
Yeah. So what about your other hustles? Like, what does your typical day look like?
My typical day, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of music shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to events, I'm doing things, I'm with artists, I'm steady creating, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm steady creating music, and I got my clothing line, I'm getting that off the ground and shit. I'm creating logos now, since I make my own logos.
Oh yeah.
And I got my clothing line, other people's reaching out like, yo, did you do that? I want to know where you get the logos from. So I'm starting my own little logo thing with Fingers One logos. I could get them stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wear a lot of hats, man. I wear a lot of hats, and I don't even, you know what I'm saying, mean that literally. I mean,
I relate to that. I think I've had like every single job under like the sun, like
shit,
since I was a kid, just to survive, you know.
Come on,
you
man.
have to do
Whatever it takes to get to the top.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So what do you do? Yeah, it's amazing. And what do you do for fun?
I mean, I'm a real easygoing Brooklyn type of dude, man. I like going out. I like getting fly. I like chilling with my homies. I like going to. I like trying new food, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh yeah, I see like you trying restaurants on your Instagram all the time.
Yeah,
like,
all the time. Yeah. I like trying
that.
new shit. You feel me? I'm like a foodie. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, I like going out.
Did you go to Wagamama recently? Was that your Instagram? Wagamama, this like Thai restaurant in Midtown.
But I fucks with Thai a lot.
Yeah,
you got some Thai restaurants.
Me too. So I used to live in London, right? Like I went to like when I was a kid. Like I grew up in London basically, and so Wagamama was like a thing, and I really miss that shit. And I saw that. I think maybe it's been in New York for a minute, but I just saw somebody like posted about it. I was like, maybe that was you, but not.
I definitely fuck with Thai food.
Check it out.
Definitely fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got some Thai food spots. Definitely into that. I'm definitely into trying new foods and all types of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that.
So another question. So I brought this book that I've been reading, which is really dense. It's about the music business, and like what's really almost kind of depressing is like how many components there are. And actually Spade was always talking to me about it. It's like, it's not easy. There's like, you gotta be patient because you need to like take care of your marketing, and like you have to take care of like production all the time, producing new videos and producing new music, and like how do you handle all that? Because it's really not easy. And I feel like according to this book, like even if you have like 1 million streams, maybe you'll take home $100, like if you're lucky, like shit like that. So it's like, whoa. And I was talking to Butowski, who's on my team, and we're talking about how like that's how like black and young artists get really fucked over by big like record labels because they don't know enough about that. So I was wondering if you like how do you go about it, and like if you how do you manage all that shit?
Yeah, as an artist, man, it's a lot of trial and error. You definitely gotta read, get your information, do your
due diligence.
Due diligence, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to get that off. That was going to be a tongue twister. Yeah,
I know.
You gotta do your due diligence, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're right with that. And yeah, man, like you got to trial and error, fuck around, and yeah, day in, day out, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to make shit happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you're on top of your shit. Make sure you drop music. Make sure you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not like procrastinating when it comes to the artistry. You just gotta be on top of your shit. Like, it's a lot of components. I can't even go through all of it.
Like social media. Let's talk about social media and like TikTok, for example. Like one of the things that this lawyer who wrote a book, which is supposed to be for everybody, like for artists, managers, I don't know, agents, literally everybody who's connected in the music industry. So it's written in like a very like not an easy language because it's so complex, but it's like accessible. And one of the things he says is that like TikTok is like, I guess your chances are higher to become famous overnight with TikTok than other apps. But I'm just like, I can't even do it. Like Instagram, I guess, is my main one, and even that is like how do you do that?
I mean, you definitely gotta be on all these music apps, all these social media apps, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. See, me, I got all them shits, and like, this is like a real cliche way, but you know what I'm saying? Whatever goes on Instagram, goes on my TikTok, goes on my Facebook, goes on my shit like that. Cause it's hard for me to keep up. In the beginning, well, not in the beginning, but you know, like a few years back, I was doing things where like my Snapchat will get personal Snapchat content, my Instagram will get personal Instagram content, you know what I'm saying? Et cetera, Facebook, TikTok, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But then I be feeling like, when you want to keep it consistent with that, I feel like some avenues is gonna get overlooked, you know what I'm saying? Like I may be on my Instagram shit heavy with TikTok is my followers is not really seeing me too much on that.
Exactly.
XYZ, Facebook or whatever the case may be. So I try to be on top of that shit equal amount, you know what I'm saying? I try to like put out shit all the time on every platform daily, even if it's just like a thought, like me just having a meme that identifies with me, you know what I'm saying? Just me showing my personality, content, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Just always just being there though, because social media is just a different way of appearance, you know what I'm saying? Like you being there. Instead of you being everywhere at one place. Social media, they just come check in on you, you know what I'm saying? See what you're doing daily. You just gotta make sure you seen on the daily. Yeah.
Definitely. It's really overwhelming. Like that's why when you make it, like you hire social media people, like Instagram, like specific maybe and stuff like that.
It's like give me an assistant or, you know what I'm saying, a manager to help all this shit. I mean, I got people that, you know what I'm saying, play their part in what they need to be in, but I definitely do need different types of roles that could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lighten the burden.
And supporting each other, right? Like we've been talking also a lot about it, that you know how people will be like posting, let's say, like a Drake's video or something. Like, why do you post Drake's video? He's already famous and successful. Post Wavy Emiliano's video. And like, that's what I love about rappers personally. And like, I'm a writer and I have been sharing this story with many people that like, people I know from like the writing world, they're fucking haters. And like they, you know, instead of supporting each other, being happy when somebody got a book deal, they're hating on each other. And it's so interesting to me that even though I'm still kind of new to this world, like people be sharing my shit, and that's so nice.
Hell yeah.
And like you do it, and like other people do it, and I really respect that and I appreciate it. Because we need to help each other. And so I see it, and I feel like that's part of like that's another component of like that social media structure, I guess, right?
Hell yeah, most definitely. Like, I got other people that, you know what I'm saying, I post something, they'll share it for me, they'll help me social media-wise and all that. Yeah, so it's definitely good to have people that's going, you know what I'm saying? But then you're going to still have people that's going to look at your shit and be like, I don't want to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? So
I also heard, like, without mentioning any names, I heard about people who are literally unfollowing their friends from school who are not sharing their shit.
Oh, man.
Because they're like, they're not real friends. If they're not,
I mean, I don't take it that serious, you know what I'm saying? At one point, I did feel like, if you're my friend, and you should be supporting, you should be doing that shit. But nah, nobody don't got to do nothing that they don't want to do, you know what I'm saying? So if they really supporting, they're going to be there, they're going to be in your corner. Yeah. They're going, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get them on board some way, somehow. If they're not,
so
life goes on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what are you working on right now? Are you working on anything new?
I got some new videos on the way. I want to work on some new videos for the project, you know what I'm saying? Because I only dropped one video so far, which was First Bands with Wavy Emiliano. That one's out on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That one's out. And I want to work on some new videos for the project. I definitely got some which songs? I'm letting the people talk right now. I'm seeing what people like the most, you know what I'm saying? What people are gravitating to the most, which one got the most numbers, analytical algorithm, and I'm gonna go with the flow on that one. Cause I feel like I'm always going with what I wanna do, but this album, I'm gonna go with the
I think a couple of songs are fire, and I was texting with you about this. I feel like the hottest song for females. I'm forgetting the name of the song. It's like the
Shika?
Yes, Shika. Yeah, that
that's
song
track,
is like the last track.
Track 10.
people like have to listen to this. It's incredible. Like the beat is great. Like it's very catchy. Like most of your songs are catchy, which is why you're so good, I think.
Thank you.
But that I don't know if I could make a suggestion on behalf of like females. I think that would be a good song. Like still now before the summer ends.
Yeah. I feel like that's definitely a summer song. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people telling me it's a summer song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer song. I feel like, but I feel like it's timeless. Though it could come out at any given time.
Yeah.
But the feel of it definitely gives hot weather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, wearing less, shit like that. You know what I'm
like
saying?
being in
Summery.
love and shit like that.
Yeah. And that's like the funny thing about that song is that was one of the most easiest songs to make on my album.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much thought of that one. If you can see, I'm just going. As you can see on that beat, I'm just going with this what the sample say. You got me shook up, something got me so excited, something got me so excited.
I was singing this today.
I'm just going with what they saying. So it's like something got me so excited. Pass that sound, where my lighter? Let's just get high. Feeling, I don't know what's this feeling. Sit back, okay. I'm just going with what the beat is saying.
Amazing.
I'm just replying to it, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the most
that.
easiest songs I made on that. But I got one of the most biggest feedbacks on that.
Yeah?
So
it's not just me.
No, a lot of people love that song.
Yeah.
Just the sample, like my family, like my older heads.
I'm sure like
they're
aunties
and
and...
Yeah, they don't know about this song right here. I didn't even know you know about this. You don't know about it, you know what I'm saying? And like the original song to it, which I can't remember exactly, but LL did it. LL did
LL Cool J?
Yeah, he did a remix to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one that I identify with. But even like me doing that song, people really put me on to like the original people. I think it was, I can't remember exactly who made it, but it was like a group.
It was like
from
from the 70s,
the 60s,
yeah.
And it was fire. Like their catalog was good. Made me go back to their catalog a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they got some shit too though. So yeah, like you'd be surprised on, you know what I'm saying, just shit beat picking. How people would be like, damn.
I like how you talk about like making music and like maybe like literally responding to a beat. I really like that you said that. But do you find yourself like sometimes just like writing without a beat? Like I feel like most rappers I know, they write to a specific beat. But let's say like something really shook you and you just like want to write shit down and then maybe you like rearrange that to match the beat. Have you ever done something like that?
Definitely like that. I mean, I'm definitely more of the jump on the beat and go with the beat type shit. But I'll wake up and have some lines that I was thinking about at sleep, like when I was sleeping, wake up and have it, just write it down without no beat that sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever the beat was in my head, it just went right along with it. So when I write it, I'm still hearing that certain type of cadence with it, you know what I'm saying? So I do stuff like that more naturally. It just gotta come to me where I'm like, I'm naturally going to a beat, but if I do feel like that, it gotta just naturally come like, nah, no beat, just.
That's cool.
Like the words is the beat itself. Like the words is just rhyming and sounding like it's supposed to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. But most of the time, I could do that more with like a hook. I could do that with a hook. The hooks, I don't really need the beat per se. I already got like the flow, the delivery, the cadence, and all that.
Have you ever had anybody create a beat specific for your voice and for your like delivery?
My son Spade, Travis Spade.
He did it just like specifically for you?
I felt it was a couple of sessions we had, and we were sitting there, and I was like, yo, just make, like, what you can hear me on? What can you hear me? You know what I'm saying? As I'm rapping, like, I done rapped with you for years. Which can you hear me on?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I got you right now. I gave him time. He cooked
He literally cooks it up with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
Like,
I got
like
shit,
actually eyes closed.
Not literally, right? Literally, the way he do it at ease. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Spade. My son get busy.
Yeah.
But it was times where he definitely did that. I was like, yeah, I got you. Cooked it all up, and I got the last one that we did. We had a session where we did something like that. I was like, yo, just make something for me that you could hear me on. And I got that on my next project. I'm gonna put that on my next project.
Sweet.
Me and Deuce. It's called On Go. So you're getting some unreleased, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Breaking news and all that.
Information breaking
On
news.
Go, featuring Deuce, Ace Poe, produced by Trap Spade. Beat was made all the way around me.
Beautiful.
Type shit, yeah.
See this
Exclusive.
exclusive. That's the word I was looking for.
Exclusive.
Okay, so I have two more questions. One of which is, I don't know if it's heavy, but like, what's one thing that you like really want to achieve in your life? Like, biggest goal and yeah.
Oh, damn, that's a good one right there. I wasn't ready for that one. One of my biggest goals, well, I'm still chasing one of my biggest goals is to make a hit record. Like, I really want to make a real hit record that resonates worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like my music is good and it hits, you know what I'm saying, wherever it needs to hit. But I really wanted to have a feeling where I drop a song somebody hears it, somebody else hears it, somebody else hears it, somebody, and really catch fire, you know what I'm saying? And of course promoting and doing all that other stuff, but like a real hit record, like shows, the numbers show it, the people show it, the vibe, timeless, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's one real goal I still want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you rather be famous or rich?
Rich, you know what I'm saying? Give me the money, but you know what I'm saying?
Most people say rich.
Yeah,
I did this like poll on my Instagram. Literally nobody said famous.
Yeah.
I want to be famous because I feel like once you're famous, you can then make money.
But I was going to say, I still want the fame too, though, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I still want to hit records, so I feel like with a hit record brings the notoriety, the fame, and all that extra shit. So I may not want what comes with it, but I still want the actual thing that brings it.
For sure.
So yeah, I feel like it's equal. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say I want more than the other. You know what I'm saying? I want. And then when you get the money, you're gonna be famous regardless.
I feel like that, yeah.
When you get the money, man, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna know then. That's him.
It's a fact.
That's really him right there. And that brings all the.
I want to be like you. Like that's him.
Yeah. All that shit comes. So yeah, that's different. That's different forms of fame.
I agree.
Yeah.
And like both we can help people. Like my goal is like to help and like inspire youth or whatever. So like if you have fame, you can do that. If you have money, you can do that. So.
Exactly. Yeah. It brings the eyes to you. You know what I'm saying? It's when the eyes is on you, what you gonna do?
That's it.
Are they gonna look at you or are they gonna turn away?
That's right.
That's it.
Unfortunately, we're at time. So let me just ask you this.
Yeah, let's go.
What's my name?
Come on, man. It's Dutchess, man. Dutchess.